Morning, everybody. Day 2, one pocket. Day 4 of the banks. We got the ghost here, Fedor Gorst versus Max Adams. We get started here in a few minutes. They just called the matches, so I'm just waiting for the players to get to the table. In the meantime, check out that link there for FedorGorstShop.com for Fedor's Magic Rack. If you're at the event, Fedor has a booth there where he's selling his Bet High, Play Hard hoodie, plus some of these awesome t-shirts. The straight back, chess pool, golden break, and the ghost two-time all-around champion. Pictured here with the man with the 850 hair Fargo, Witali Patsura. Get started here in a few minutes. Please, if you remember, like, share, and subscribe. Fedor has yet to lose a match in the banks and the one pocket. And looks like he's going to be autographing a book. Fedor's really cool with his fans. He always takes time out to autograph, take care of his fans. A pretty good night last night. He had round 6, 7, and 8 of his banks. He had a real strong one against Tim DeRuiter. As a back and forth battle, one hill. They haven't scheduled the next round of banks yet. As of about an hour ago, let's see if they have anything updated now on the website for that. Yeah, they had some players that were in conflict last night with their one pocket matches. So they haven't played Filler versus Mora yet, or Jeff DeLuna versus Lou DeMarco. Brandon Schuff still has to play Steve Nevins. They have not scheduled any of round 9 as of yet. So when we hear about that, obviously we'll put Fedor's match on. If you're at work watching today, your boss is close by, press that Windows key and D. That'll hide your Windows key plus the D button. That'll hide everything that's on your display. If you're not at work enjoying a day off, congratulations. If you're in the northeast part of the U.S., probably just got in from shoveling some snow. Hit with a little snowstorm in some of the areas. I don't know too much about Max Adams. Let's see if I can find a little bit about him real quick here. I believe he's from Alaska. Seems like somebody said there in the chat. So if he's from Alaska, he's got Has 636 Fargo with 4,112 robustness. A strong player. Yes, Michael Goldberg's just starting. They haven't started the match yet. I said if you guys could, please like, share, and subscribe. I woke up to a hater this morning. He hit me up on both of my socials telling me how bad I was. Kind of a nice start to the day. Always said before, I may not be for everybody. Sometimes all commentators aren't for everybody. But if you still like the action, don't want to hear me, you can always turn the volume down, no problem. But I like some interaction. I like talking to the crowd, talking to the fans. So don't be afraid to get into that chat. Rick Hovey, do I think players should split in finals? I'm kind of indifferent about it. I run a state championship in Pennsylvania. I've only ever allowed one split. And that was because it was right before our matchroom event that we were starting. So I wanted to get to that event and really start to focus on that one. But and I'm kind of indifferent about it. I think if there's backers involved or there's an auction involved, then everybody has to be on board with it. If it's just tournament money. Thanks, Briar. I mean, like I said, you know, I'm not for everybody. I get it. Sometimes the Philly accent can get a little rough with people around the world. I understand it. Bob Seeger. That means what it means to split. That means when they get to the finals, instead of playing the match, they take the first place and second place money, add it together, and then they negotiate a split. Sometimes it's 50-50. Sometimes it's 55, 45, 60, 40. That all goes on between the players. I caved this morning real fast and ran over to Target and bought myself a new computer chair. The one I had yesterday was killing my back and my neck. Alex Parker, yes, I am an Eagles fan. What do you think about the split, Rick Hovey? What's up, David? How's it going, buddy? Words of wisdom from famous YouTuber there. Fedor's got a nice relaxed look today. And his Fedor Gorst sweatshirt. We were joking yesterday that when Fedor wears his blue jeans, he's not Fedor anymore, he's Fred. Quote, Fedor has not lost any matches yet. One pocket or banks. He's won them all. Logan, you have to make 8 balls in one pocket. We get started here with the first rack. Federer's up 3-0 in the first rack. Yeah, Cole, I'll split when it's late, too. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I just want to go home. Federer plays the 9, and this could be trouble for Max Adams early. Well, he did lose in the Bigfoot, correct, but these 3 here, the banks, the 1 pocket, and the 9 ball all count for the master of the table. The 10 ball is an invitational event. All right, Federer out to the 7. Yeah, it's -1 on the score, guys. I don't have access, unfortunately, to the score that's being done at the venue. So we are at the mercy of the players, sometimes updating their tablet. I will do my best to try to keep you updated on the score. Looks like Federer needs 1 more. Oh, just misses that one. Gary, yes, the Bigfoot starts at 2 o'clock and 4:30 today. Here's a link to that bracket. NJ Pool Player, what's up, buddy? Let's see if Federer's going to shoot the inside shot. So he's going to play the 2 slightly to the outside of the pocket and bank it back. But looks like he's going to go a little bit more safe here on this route. Going to play the green stripe, come 2 rails and try to stick behind those 3 balls. All right, Federer's going to get there. Mr. Adams is going to need to move that 2 ball out of the way now. Looks like he's going to go for the green stripe instead. Bob Seeger, yes, they started on the 22nd. Can't wait for the 9 ball to start. For me, that's like the official start of the... I know they have already played some WNT ranking events, but it seems like the Derby now is the official start for the WNT year for the U.S. players. And Federer's going to tuck the cue ball behind those balls again. Got to slow down. Wow, and he holds it. Federer does a wave as he was not trying to get it that deep into the pocket, showing some sportsmanship. Mr. Adams is a little trapped here early. He's going to move a couple balls up table. Federer sticks him in jail pretty good there behind the 5. It's going to be a lot of good Matchroom WNT ranking events this year in the States. I have one. It's called the Pennsylvania Open. It'll be in August. I'm also going to be the tournament director for the Lucky Q's Open, which is going to be at Yale Billiards in Wallingford, Connecticut. Oscar Dominguez is rumored to have one. The Seattle Open is going to have its 2nd year. Be some real nice events going on around the States. Battle of the Bull. Obviously, we have the U.S. Open. All right, Mr. Adams can get his a little straight on the 5. Playing an up-table game right now. Fedor's going to move the 15 and put the cue on the bottom rail. So if we have some one-pocket fans in here, who are some of your favorite one-pocket players, either past or present? Obviously Fedor, but well, besides Fedor, who are some of your favorite one-pocket players? Mr. Adams moved that ball up a little bit, but I think Fedor's going to have an opportunity to bank the 2, and he has to thin bank this. All right, looks like Fedor's going to take rack number 1. Enticement Freezer is actually a real good buddy of mine, and I've done commentary together. Plus, we actually just filmed our first episode of my podcast. It's called The Hot Seat. That'll be out soon. Danny Harriman, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. All right, we got 1-0 Fedor on the score. Guys, I posted a link earlier there in the chat for Fedor's shop, which is FedorGorstShop.com. Now I took off his hoodie. Now you can see his other new t-shirt. If you want to follow Fedor on his different social media accounts, you can follow him on Instagram at Gorstianich, Facebook.com/GorstFedor, and then, of course, here on YouTube, YouTube.com/@FedorGorstPro. All right, Fedor breaks rack number 2. It's good to hear. I've heard a lot of great stories about Danny. I think I saw him play once or twice. If you guys are One Pocket fans and haven't joined, there's a Facebook group called onepocket.org. It's all about One Pocket. Run by Mr. Steve Booth. Pool halls in North Jersey. There's a couple of them. There's Player Billiards, Side Pocket Billiards. Good buddy of mine, Jersey Mars, just opened a new place called Sticks and Stones with Billiards, which is a real nice place. You got Sandcastle. All different places you can go to there. Sandcastle's run by Ed Ladawi. I think he's the treasurer of the BCA. Max Adams on a nice bank. Gets himself on the board. Not hard, Briar, but you're gonna have to slow your stroke down. a lot of one pocket players that are, or a lot of people that are just getting into one pocket. I would say the biggest thing to learn is patience. Sometimes 10, 12 innings on one shot just to get a ball out. If you can maintain your composure, maintain your patience, one pocket gets to become a fun game. I look at one pocket as the chess of pool, so I like chess. So for me, it's a very intelligent game, strategic game. All right, Mr. Adams got 4 off of that. We have 1-0 Fedor. Got him a little bit of tough situation here. Where are you located at, Briar? Might be able to direct you to some one pocket players in your area. All right, Fedor takes the intentional foul. I guess you would call it the intentional foul. I was looking to try to make that one ball hit, but what's the cue ball on the left side of the table, which is going to force Mr. Adams to make a move. Thanks the 3 back to his pocket, and it goes in. Brian, if you can get yourself out the rail yard, I'm sure that there are one pocket players there. All right, Fedor's got a clear shot. There's a lot of strong players in the They call it that the DMV area, Kevin. It's the Delaware, Maryland, Virginia area, which you won't be too far from where I'm at too, Philadelphia, where we run a lot of big events. There are a ton of players in that DMV area. I do give them a hard time though, because a lot of them play on bar table. There's not a lot of 9-foot action in that DMV area. All right, Fedor gets his 1 point back. There's the 6, opens up the 5 very nicely. Might be right there, Glenn. Yeah, that might hurt Mr. Adams here. Fedor's going to look to shoot the 7 in, come out 1 rail. Just going to punch it off the side rail. He's going to play this ball into the top right. He's going to look to throw some kill on the ball. He wants to try to either get on the 1 or the 9. Yeah, that's correct, Francisco. You got on cue down there. There's a couple other ones. Federer's got to avoid the scratch here. Should be able to hit the side rail, bottom rail. Beautiful speed. Back out to the 1. Federer's -1 at the start of the run. Federer out to the 1. A good angle on the 9. Federer coming back up to the green. What Joe are we referring to, Robert? All right, Federer gets himself out. He's going to take a 2-0 lead in a race of 3 on Mr. Max Adams. Joey Tate. I don't know if Joey Tate is in the 1 pocket. Don't think I saw his name. Let me see. Do not see a Joey Tate in the 1 pocket. Joey's probably just going to play the 9 ball if he's there. All right, we have 2-0 on the score. Max Adams, second ball hit, grazes that 3. It's good, somewhat good opening shot. Federer's going to have a chance here. He can skin the edge of the 2. Yeah, Max was in the lead there. He had one rough shot. It's going to cost him the rack. It's a thin shot. Federer can hit the bottom rail first diamond softly and run into the ball on the side rail. Could also bank the 2 out of there. All right, Max Adams at the table. Max is going aggressive off the first shot, trying to kick it in. He does. Got 1 for Max. Max is going to play the 5. That's a 3 ball. Sorry. I'm going to play the 3 ball up table. Leave the ball back on his side. Federer might take a swipe at that green stripe, which should knock about 4 or 5 balls to his side of the table if he goes for it. Nice shot there. He plays the 8 in the corner off the carom. Just like the famous line in the movie, "I don't think I left you nuts, fat man." And he says, "It's all right, you left me enough." 10, unfortunately. Efren is not at the Derby this year. That's 2 down for Fedor. We should definitely go Trenton. It should be on every pool player's bucket list to go to the Derby at least one time, just for the experience. Breyer, yes. So one pocket's played just like any rotation game. Once you make contact with your ball, something needs to hit a rail. I don't know if I like this shot. Oh, good shot on the 6. I think it leaves Fedor that bank on the, looks like the 15 ball. 15 to the 5. Do it. Fedor rolls it up. He's got himself in good action here. He's got a lot of balls on his side of the table. All right, Max Adams can play the orange stripe. It's a risky shot. I think he's going to have to try to move that 5 and 15 out of there, though. Nice shot from Mr. Adams. Let's see that one on the replay. Was chalking his cue looking at Fedor at that one. I like it. Move 2 balls out with that shot. All right, we got 2-2 on the ball count. That's the great thing about an open event, Breyer. Anybody can play. Fedor just going to deal 2 more back towards his pocket. And Sky Woodward there in the bottom left. Sky's an exceptional one pocket player also. He gave me 10-6 in one pocket, and to use his phrase, I got dead hijacked. If Max Adams can elevate his cue high enough without really kind of jacking up on the ball, he could play a stop shot on the 5, or he can attempt the back cut here on the orange stripe. He's got to be careful of the kiss. If he doesn't make it, he might kiss one of Fedor's balls there on the right-hand side. He's going to move the 5 out of there. Putting his cue ball on his side of the table, though, basically giving Fedor an advantage here a little bit. All right, Mr. Adams. He keeps looking at that orange stripe. He's going to have to shoot it soon. He's going for it. All right. It's not a terrible shot. He's going to leave the cue ball on the bottom rail. Fedor puts back into the stack, puts the cue at the top of the table. It's almost like Fedor's keeps giving him these back banks, trying to see if he can suck them in on the rope there. Just past that one. Mr. Adams choosing for an up-table game right now. And Fedor's going to move the 2. Lead the cue ball to our left side of the table. And didn't leave the best for Fedor. He can shoot the 7. Mr. Adams, and hold the cue to the right side of the table. He could get a couple points out of this. 7's key, though. You don't want to sell the shot out here. Ooh. Yeah, he would have had the 11 and a couple balls out of that stack. It's hard to tell from this angle. Fedor can cut the 11 into the rail. He can cross over the 11, making the cue ball go forward to the bottom rail, banking the 11 back towards his pocket. And plays a really nice shot in there, but he might be stuck on the 7. Not sure here. This angle's a little tough from here. He's queuing up like he can play the two ball combo. And looks like he can see it clean. I can even see the bottom ball clean. All right, Fedor could cause some damage here. He's at 4 right now. Jumps over the balls. It's a great shot. It's going to give Fedor 5. Should be out from here. 1 ball to the 2. Okay, and the Ghost is going to defeat Max Adams 3-0. Max played strong. He was trying to move the cue ball a little bit. All right, that's going to put Fedor on to round number 3 for the 1 pocket. Do not believe they have times scheduled out for that yet. Could be wrong. Let me see. All right, they have time scheduled out now for the 2 o'clock round. Nothing scheduled for 3 o'clock. So we won't see Fedor for a while. All right, guys, we're going to shut this page down, but I'm going to go live on my YouTube page, which is PA Pro Am Pool. If you guys want to meet me over there, you're more than welcome to come over. It's about some more action. Thank you for watching the Fedor Gorst YouTube channel. My name is Frank Maialetti. See you guys later on.